Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's game. Niles North playing the Vernon Hill Cougars. I'm Ellie Henderson,
I'm Chris Kenziora.
and welcome to tonight's game.
Sophomore number 21, Eric Rivas. Senior number 22, Nick
Here is our starting lineup for Vernon Hills. We have number 22, number 21, 2, 3, and number 23. And now for our Niles North Vikings. We have senior number 25, Moses Akimboye. We have Lennox Monroe, who is also a senior, who is number 5. We have number 4, Joseph Olaf, and we have Jalen Butler, who is a junior, number 21, and we have number 3, Aquan Smart.
By IHSA and the highest standards of Mr. Randy Banks, Mr. Dwayne Browder, and Mr. Jason McKinney. Best of luck to both teams.
Do you have any predictions for tonight's game?
Judging by the past few games and the Vikings' hot streak, I think that Niles North should be able to pull out with a win in this one, and I'm looking forward to a good game. How about you?
Definitely agree. The past few games have been some great games to watch, and also we have a lot of seniors on our team as well too. So
Yeah, definitely. That leadership goes big into accounting for how that team can potentially turn out.
and we have a senior on the court, number 3, Aquan Smart, who just decommitted from the college that he was originally committed to.
Yep.
So
yeah.
definitely a lot of
Fun stuff to watch. Here's the tip. Quan Smart wins it, bringing it up the court. Passes it to Lennox Monroe, to Olift, back to Smart. Lobs it up for Butler. Butler gets fouled, and he will go to the line.
Fouls number 22, Nick Burrows. This is his first foul. First foul.
Butler sinks the first free throw. Misses second one. 23 gets the rebound. Passes it to 3, who dribbles up the court. Stolen, but out of bounds. Vernon Hill's ball again. The Cougars inbound it. It is tipped by Monroe, and it will be Vernon Hill's possession once again. They'll inbound it once more. They get it to 22. Back to 23. Got the ball. 3. Free throw line. Passes it in. Broken up. Quan Smart saves it. Olaf dribbles up court. Passes to Smart on the left. Back to Olaf.
There's definitely a lot of height on the court too.
Yeah, for sure. Especially for Niles North, we have Jalen Butler, who is 6'6", I believe, and Aquan Smart 6'3". Vernon Hills has some height too. Their center is 6'6", as well as one of their forwards is 6'5". Goes up, misses the layup. Moses Akumboboye with the rebound. To Olaf. Out to Monroe, back to Olaf. Olaf for 3 from the corner, and he splashes it.
That's 4 for Niles North Vikings.
Number 2 for Vernon Hills passes it to 22 on the left side, pardon me. Goes up with the foul. It's a charge. And Niles North will get the ball.
Foul on number 22. Nick Burrows, this is second foul, team second foul. Checking in with the Cougars number 32, Quincy Paddock.
Smart will take the ball up court. And so far, it's been a little bit of a sloppier game. Ball has been a little kind of bit in the air a bit. But we'll see if that changes. Akimbuboye with the layup. Niles North pressing on Vernon Hills early. 23 to the corner for number 2, and he makes the 3. That is Tony Brown with Vernon Hills' first bucket of the game. And there will be a foul on the screen on number 35, Moses Akimbuboye. Niles North again putting pressure on Vernon Hills in the backcourt. 23 drives, puts up a floater, misses. Butler with the rebound to Smart. Smart dribbles up court, takes it, and he is fouled.
Fouls are number 2, Tony Brown. This is his first foul, team's third foul.
That is Vernon Hills' third foul of the game, or of the quarter. Potentially could get them in trouble as Butler draws the foul and scores for the and one.
Fouls on number 21.
Score currently 8 for Niles North, 3 for Vernon Hills, and subs are coming into the game.
That'll be Chris Harris in for number 35, Moses Akimbuboye. Butler sinks the and one. Again, lots of pressure put on in the backcourt by Niles North, definitely disrupting this Vernon Hills offense and pressing it as Niles North gets the steal and Quan Smart jams it home with the tomahawk.
Definitely a good steal there.
Definitely. This backcourt pressure is really forcing Vernon Hills to try and just get the ball up court, which I'm sure they weren't planning on being as much of a struggle as it currently is.
And found out earlier today, Quan Smart's almost at 1,000 points.
Yeah, he's before the game started, he was 22 points away from 1,000. So he's making his way towards getting that number, and hopefully we'll see that today. As number 23 gets the bucket, that is Jack Barczyk. Quan Smart for 3, misses it, and Vernon Hills gets the rebound. Lots of pressure. They try to get it ball tipped up again. Miss. Tipped out of bounds by number 2 Tony Brown on Vernon Hills, and Niles North will gain possession here. Quan Smart coming to the center of the court. Passes it to Jalen Butler. Butler passes it to Olive. Olive pumps. Butler to Smart. Smart back to Monroe in the paint. Draws a foul on the shot. And he will go to the line. So a lot of early free throws for Niles North, which is definitely going to be helpful, not just for right now, but in the long run. Some free points on the board definitely helps Niles North's cause. Monroe sinks the first. And the second also falls for Lennox Monroe. Smart pressuring 32. They get the ball up court to number 3. Passes it to Tony Brown, number 2 in the corner, who misses the 3. And they're going to say it is off Chris Harris's foot, and Vernon Hills will regain possession.
3 minutes and 56 seconds left in the first quarter, 13-5.
And Chris Harris tips the ball away, gets it to Smart. Smart out to Butler. Butler for 3, and he sinks it. Jalen Butler with a big 3.
There's definitely a lot of teamwork going on this game, too.
There's been a lot of very good chemistry that we've seen so far, and I think that is one of the things that has led so far to Niles North's success, as number 2 will go to the line, Tony Brown, for the Vernon Hills Cougars. Yeah, but teamwork has definitely been a big part of this game, as not just on the offense, but in transition, and especially on those press plays, where they've been pressing in the backcourt a whole bunch. Very big as to why Niles North has this early 10-point lead.
Agreed.
And number 2 will sink the second for Vernon Hills. Smart takes the ball up court. Passes to the corner to Olaf. Olaf back to Smart. Smart for 3. Misses it. Butler with the rebound in the paint. And he misses that one. Vernon Hills back on offense. And Smart gets his hand in there. Harris to Smart. Smart jams it home again.
Not the first time we've seen that this game so far.
Yes, and not the first time this season either. Number 32 on the right side dribbles down to the corner, and Niles North is able to force a bad pass, and it will be Niles North ball.
Full timeout is called by the Cougars.
The pressure that Niles North has put on defense has been a huge part of this game. And the 11-point lead early into the first quarter could be a big teller to how the rest of this game is going to go. It's definitely been a one-sided game, both defensively and offensively. And those transition points and the defensive takeaways have really helped Niles North to string out ahead. So some of the bigger news over the last week or so was, you mentioned it earlier, Quan Smart did decommit from Eastern Tennessee State. And of course he has a lot of other schools that are very interested in him, so I'm sure he's trying to make his presence even more known than it already is. And so far we've seen a lot from him.
Yeah, I think Northwestern, DePaul, Iowa were all at his previous game.
Yeah.
So definitely up there.
Yeah, he's ranked as one of the top guards in the state, top 5 guard in the state. He's gotten a lot of attention from colleges all across the board, spanning from Colorado State to Northwestern and DePaul even. So it's been, he's got a big list of schools to choose from now.
Yes.
Smart gets the ball to Butler, back to Smart. Smart to Monroe to Butler. Monroe dribbling it. Smart on the right side. Harris sets a screen for him. Smart drives. Ball goes up. Contact was made, but there's no foul. Vernon Hills has the ball, 32-23. 23 drives in, takes a shot from the corner, misses. Here comes Butler up court, loses the ball. Number 2 gains possession for Vernon Hills, and there is a foul on Niles North. Number 11, Liam Graham is being subbed in for Chris Harris. Vernon Hills taking a little while to pass the ball. They finally do get it in. Smart gets the steal. Smart to Butler. Monroe to Graham. Smart takes the three and drains it home.
7-21 right now. Cougars with the ball. Try to get back to their side of the court here. Niles North working on that defense.
Lots of pressure, and ball is going to be tipped, and the refs are going to say that it is Cougar ball. Quan Smart not very happy with the call. Number 3, Aiden Isaacson passed it as it in, and he gets the ball back. Monroe on defense. Ball is tipped. Number 2, Tony Brown, draws a foul on the shot, and he will go to the line.
Foul's number 21, Jalen Butler. This is his first foul, the team's 5th foul. Avalanche shooting will be number 2, Tony Brown.
First free throw is no good for number 2 on the Cougars. And neither is the second.
Foul's number 21, Eric Regas. This is his 3rd foul.
Niles North will get the possession.
Checking in for the Cougars, number 10, Sam Polisky.
Smart will take the ball up court with 1:15 left in the first quarter. To Olaf, back to Smart. Smart surveying his options, passes it to Graham, back to Smart. In the paint to Butler. Butler puts up a nice layup, and he makes it. Vernon Hills takes the ball up court. Number 3 takes the shot, misses it. Butler saves it, but the ball goes back to Vernon Hills as number 10 in the corner, and he drains the 3. Quan Smart with 36 seconds left on the clock. Back to Smart. Olaf in the corner. Back to number 3. Quan Smart gets fouled as number 2, Tony Brown, tries to snatch the ball out of Smart's hands, and Niles North is now in bonus, and Smart will get an opportunity at the free throw line. Number 1, Giovanni Pryor is subbed in for Liam Graham. Smart misses the free throw. Number 32 gets the rebound, but loses the ball, and Niles North will retain possession with 16.7 seconds left in the first quarter. It appears that the Vikings are getting a little bit into Vernon Hills' head and forcing that turnover right there. Smart surveying his options with 10 seconds left on the clock. Dribbles up to the center of the court. Smart puts up a shot, and it is blocked, but there is a foul on the shot. There will be 2 free throws for Quan Smart.
With .2 seconds left.
So 23-10 up to this point. Smart can sink these 2. It'll be 25-10. And a dominant, to say the least, first quarter for Niles North. Smart sinks the first free throw. And he drains the second, as it doesn't look like, Vernon Hills will not be able to get a shot off in that window. First quarter is over, 25-10 Vikings. With a couple of huge offensive performances by Aquan Smart and Jalen Butler already. So Ellie, what are your takeaways after this first quarter of basketball?
They definitely have worked together as a team. Good chemistry. Obviously, it's been a back and forth game, really. Good defense from both teams. And I guess we'll see what happens in the second.
Definitely. The possessions have been very back and forth, as the very beginning was actually even a little bit sloppy, but then Niles North definitely turned the corner and turned those transition possessions into a whole bunch of points, as 25-10 will be the score as we start the second quarter. On the court for Niles North, we will have Quan Smart, Liam Graham, Lennox Monroe, Jalen Butler, and Yogi Olive. Vernon Hills will have the same players on the court as they did at the end of the first. Number 3 to number 2. And Aquan Smart rejects the layup. And it will be Vernon Hills after Smart absolutely swats the ball out of bounds. Number 23 with a shot from the corner, and he drains it for 2. Smart up court to Graham. Graham for 3 and just short. Vernon Hills gets the possession. Number 3 takes it up court. Crosses. Number 10, pump fakes. Hand in his face, he will miss it. Graham gets the rebound, passes to Smart. Smart with the feed to Monroe, and he stepped out of bounds. It will be Vernon Hills' ball. The Vikings are, of course, pressing again. Really keeping them away from the basket through this. This backcourt press has been very successful up to this point. Of course, only 10 points allowed in the first quarter. Smart gets a hand in there on number 10. Number 2 with the shot, and he misses the 3. 23 goes up in the paint, and he will make the layup.
Aquan Smart now with the ball, taking it back to Niles North side, instructing his team on what to do. Passes it to Olaf. Olaf with 3, and it's good for Niles North, making it 28-14. Vernon Hills with the ball. Niles North getting back on defense. Number 3 with the layup there. It's good.
A bit more of an offensive display to start this quarter than Vernon Hills had in the first, as Smart takes the ball up for Niles North. In the corner to Graham, to Olaf, pumps, and the ball will be turned over. Number 2, Tony Brown, takes it up to number 3, who steps out of bounds. It will be called a foul on Quan Smart. And Chris Harris will sub in for number 11, Liam Graham.
Out of bounds there.
Vernon Hills passing it on their side of the court. Out to number 2. Drives on the right, takes shot, misses the layup, gets his own shot on the rebound, and gets an and one. Fouled on the layup right there. Number 2, Tony Brown, will be taking a free throw after this timeout.
Shot was rebound number 2.
So Vernon Hills has been able to cut this lead down from 15 to 10, but Niles North has still been doing quite solid on offense, at least it appears, though they have only scored 3 points this quarter. The movement hasn't been bad, just a couple of turnovers have set up this lead, and the defense has let up a little bit, but other than that, it's still pretty positive for Niles North.
As you could see, Olsen definitely is giving a talk there to his team.
Yeah, very upset with the turnovers, and I'm sure the lack of rebounds also, especially on the last possession where the 5'9" guard Tony Brown got his own rebound and was able to put up a layup and get a foul over, I believe, 6'6" Jalen Butler and another person in the paint.
Definitely. Only a 10-point difference right now in the game. 5 minutes and 50 seconds left in the second quarter here.
Fortunately, Niles North had that insurance of 15 points, which is definitely looking to help them right now as the deficit is cut to 9. Smart will take the ball up court for the Vikings.
Signaling to his team. Olaf pass to Monroe. Pass to Harris. Harris pass to Butler. Vernon Hills pushes that out of bounds there. Will be a Viking ball.
Nice little tip by Aiden Isaacson there as he was able to block a pass by Jalen Butler. Butler gets the ball. Passes it into the corner for Olaf. Olaf for 3, and he will miss the shot. Vernon Hills will get the rebound. Number 3, Isaacson, dribbles up court. Butler on defense for him. Aquan Smart with the steal, open drive, and he will finish with the layup. Good thinking by Smart not to go with the jam, as he did have a little bit of a contest there by the Vernon Hills defender. And number 23, Jack Barchich, is able to get the score, and Monroe will be able to get the layup for Niles North, and we'll get a chance at a 3-point play. Jalen Butler will be subbed out for number 1, Giovanni Pryor, for Niles North, and Monroe is at the line. And he converts on the 3-point play. Number 2, Tony Brown with the lane, and Aquan Smart rejects it. Brown gets the ball back out to number 10. Smart with the steal. Pryor retains it to Olaf. Olaf to the corner to Monroe. Monroe drives to the paint, and he scores.
Definitely good chemistry with that.
Yeah, good passing. I was impressed with Pryor's vision, as obviously Smart was correctly filling his lane by driving up to the right, but instead of making the go big or go home pass, he decided to go with the smart move, get it into the corner, and Monroe eventually was able to get an open lane and drive.
35-21, 4 minutes and 23 seconds left in the second quarter. Do you have any predictions?
Well, I just want to say that Coach Olsen's speech can completely flip how a team plays, because as you see, it was looking like their deficit, the Niles North lead was getting cut, but now we're back up to a 14-point game. So I think as long as they keep pretty good distance from Vernon Hills, I think that the Vikings can definitely come out of here quite successfully. And hopefully they can build on this and maybe even put this game away early.
We shall see. Be Vernon Hills ball after the timeout here. Niles North on their defense like usual. Number 10 with the ball is Smarts is defending. Pass to 23. Back to number 10. Looking for a pass there. 22 now with the ball. Pass to number 2. Number 3 with the layup, and Aquan Smart with the rebound. There, pass to Olaf. Ball was kicked out of bounds there. Will be Niles North ball.
Yeah, Olaf right there trying to go with a no-look pass, but unfortunately wasn't able to find the corner. But he did find a Vernon Hills player's foot. So
Monroe with the ball. Pass to Pryor. Pass to Olaf there. Back to Pryor. Pryor pass to Smart. Smart goes for a 3. And it's out of bounds. Will be Vernon Hills ball.
Checking in for the Vikings, number 11, Liam Graham. Also checking in number 21, Jalen Butler.
Jalen Butler and Liam Graham coming in for the Vikings.
yeah, so the foul on Pryor brings number 2 Tony Brown to the line. And he misses the free throw. Smart takes it up with the rebound. Dribbles to his right, still near half court. To Graham. Graham from the corner passes it to Olaf, who had a little bit of trouble getting possession with it. Olaf, tough pass is intercepted by Vernon Hills as number 23 takes it up court, guarded by Butler. To number 2, back to 23, passes it to 22, back to number 2, Tony Brown, to number 3, and 23 misses. Butler gets the rebound while on the ground. Smart for 3, and he banks it home. Brown on offense to number 22, who gets an open lane and gets the layup right there.
22, check that, 22, Nick Burrows.
Smart to Olaf. Olaf for 3, and that ball is stuck. It'll be Niles North ball off of the jump possession.
There's 38 points on the board right now for Niles North. Although we haven't been keeping track of points for Quan, it quite possibly could have happened that he hit 1,000 already.
Yeah, well, let's see if we can get a check-in on the big board actually for Smart, as he's definitely nearing his 1,000 career point.
At the line, shooting will be number 22, Nick Burrows.
Smart only needs 22 this game to try and to reach 1,000 career points at Niles North. Now, 22 is not a small amount of points, but I say only because he's had some games where he scored, I believe, as much as 38 this season. Smart to Graham, and they're going to say that Graham traveled from the corner. So it will be Vernon Hill's ball
Vikings number 13, Christopher
as Harris will be subbed in for Graham. And Monroe tips the ball away. Vernon Hill's able to gain possession, but they're still on the floor fighting for it. And there's a scramble for this ball. Monroe finally gets the ball, gets it to Olaf. Olaf lobs it to Smart, and Smart slams it home. That was quite a series as number 2. And there's going to be a travel right there, and Niles North is rolling. They're going to get the ball back. Aquan Smart has 16 on the game right now. Smart does have 16 points on the game right now. Only a couple baskets away from reaching his 22nd point of the game and his 1,000th career point. Olaf has the ball. Back to Smart, who's right across half court. Smart to Graham. Back to Smart. Smart with a long 3, and he misses that. Number 22 on Vernon Hills gets the rebound. Passes to number 23. 23 holds his possession. Ball is tipped loose. Number 2 has it. Back to 22. Back to Tony Brown, number 2 on Vernon Hills. Passes it to number 3, to number 10 in the corner, into number 23 in the paint, and he will miss the layup. Graham gets the rebound, passes it to Smart. Smart dribbles up court with 25 seconds left in the half. Smart surveying his options, running down a little bit of clock. And there are 10 seconds left now in the half. Smart to Olaf. Olaf back to Smart with 3 seconds left. Butler in the corner for 3, and he will just miss it a little short. And that concludes the first half of basketball here at Niles North. Score 42-24. The Vikings have the lead.
We'll see you back at the end of the half.
remix on a holiday classic. Like that's led by head coach Shannon Washington, assistant coaches Corey LaRue and Heather Carson.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Viking Media. I'm Ellie Henderson, and I'm joined here by
Jimmy Frous. I am glad to be back here. It's been a great game so far. Niles North with an 18-point lead, 42-24. It's nice to see Coach Olson back on the sidelines, doing his yelling that he always does, chewing his gum. Up 18 points, but I'm sure we're still going to hear some more anger coming up in this second half.
How have you liked the game so far?
Yeah, Niles North, they started off really hot. Aquan Smart, of course, him and Jalen Butler, they're both the two-headed monster here at Niles North. Aquan, the senior, getting more offers from collegiate schools. And, he's had a great game, shot the three well, attacked the rim, and he had that alley-oop that sort of got the crowd back into life in that third quarter, and then he got another stop. And he's played a great game, and you told me he's 6 points away from his 1,000-point mark for his career, so hopefully we can see that in just a few more minutes.
Niles North, Olaf with the ball, pass to Smart, to Butler. Butler with the three there, and it's good for Niles North.
That's something I love seeing there in the first half. Quan Smart, for such a great player that he is, he also is a great passer and a selfless teammate. He made the extra pass from the wing and then to the corner for Butler.
Vernon Hills with the ball, number 23 going for the shot, rebounded by Monroe, pass to Smart. Smart pass to Butler, back to Smart, three for Smart, no good. Moses Akinboye with the rebound, pass to Olaf. Back to Smart at the top. Butler pass to Monroe, pass to Butler. Butler goes for a three, and it's good for Niles North.
It's good to see Jalen Butler start off hot here in this second half, but even better to see Moses Akinboye back in the game. He got taken out after just a few minutes in the first half, and he already had an offensive rebound there.
Layup for Vernon Hills. Smart now with the ball. Pass to Butler. Butler goes for another three.
There was a heat check right there from Butler. If he hit that, the crowd would have went crazy.
Foul number 35. Moses Akinboye is his second foul, the team's first foul.
Vernon Hills with the ball now, number 3, dribbling up top. Going in for a layup there. Rebounded by Butler. Pass to Smart. Smart taking it back. Pass to Moses Akinboye for 2.
Another great pass there from Smart into the lane. And a good catch there from Akinboye. That's something in that play that it will not get discussed, the catch, but that's a tough ball to catch when it's coming at you that fast.
Smart now with the ball. Pass to Butler. Pass to Olaf. Pass back to Smart. Smart passes it to Monroe. To Butler. Butler with the 3. It's Vernon Hill's ball now. Vikings on defense. Foul there.
A little bit of a ticky-tack foul there from what we've seen so far in this game, but I really like the way Olaf has been playing so far today. He's getting on the floor, being scrappy, and he's hit a couple of threes so far today. He's a nice scrappy player that Niles North has.
Second year on the team for him.
Coach Olson having a conversation right there with the sideline referee. Ended with a couple of claps from both of them. Looks like we're ready to go. Now a 24-point lead for the Vikings.
Vernon Hills with the ball, number 2, pass to 21. And Olaf right there gets the ball right in his hands. He's dribbling, foul there. Will be Niles North ball.
It's a great steal there from Jalen Butler, but right there Olaf has to find Akinboye. Akinboye was driving to the lane, and when you don't get those passes as a runner, you're not going to want to make those cuts. So you got to find the cutter all the time. That's a hard screen. there from McAvoy. Not a good call there. Looked like a clean screen, and he just called it because it was a hard one.
Vernon Hills with the ball. And Lennox Monroe on the ground there, trying to get the ball to help his team.
And you saw Quan Smart there. The second that ball was on the ground, he was wanting to leak out towards the half-court line. Try and slam another one down. I believe that would have been his 4th dunk of the game. Now there's a wet spot on the floor. One of the referees is going to take care of right here.
50-26, 4 minutes and 59 seconds left in the third quarter. Viking ball. And Christopher Harris will come in the game for Moses Akimboye. Smart now with the ball. Pass to Monroe to Butler. Butler with another 3. Rebounded by Vernon Hills.
And after hitting those first 2 threes, Jalen Butler has gone cold here. He's going to pass up some of those open looks to try and get his teammates involved.
Shot's good for Vernon Hills. Smart now, pass to Harris to Monroe to Butler. Butler going up for a layup, rebounded by Harris. Shot's no good. Vernon Hill ball. And that's good for Vernon Hills.
Great reverse layup there from Nick Burrows. He shielded the defender with his offhand, avoided getting the offensive foul call. Going to get a block there. It looked like it could have been called a charge.
Fouls are number 2, Tony Brown is his 3rd foul, the team's 2nd foul.
Monroe inbounding, pass to Smart. Smart.
And Vernon Hills just caught sleeping there on the baseline inbound. And then they're throwing it out of bounds. That's going to happen when you're down 22 points. It's your job as a coach. That's head coach Matt McCarty. You know, he's here his 17th season as head coach. And when you see things like that, you might want to call a timeout and get your guys organized again, because even though you're down 22, you don't want to fall apart.
Aquad Smart needs 4 more points to hit 1,000. Getting close to that number.
And just another defensive lapse right there from Vernon Hills led to the open 3 from Olaf.
And Smart hits the ball there. Blocks that shot.
And Smart with his length, he's got super long arms, and that's something that colleges are interested in for sure. You saw it right there with his length and his ability to swat the ball.
And that hasn't been the first time this game that he's rejected balls either. Foul there.
That has been the one place where Niles North has struggled tonight. It's been really their only weakness. It's been Jack Bars and Eric Remus. They've had a lot of offensive rebounds today, and that was put back up by Bars. And he's going to try and finish the and one here with the extra free throw.
Olaf with the ball.
And Niles North really content with just dribbling this one. They're up 23 points. No reason to put up shots as Olaf does there, but drains it anyway. He has the hot stroke tonight, that is for sure.
Vernon Hills ball now. Number 2 up top. Vikings on defense. Ball bounces off of the shooter.
Checking in for Vernon Hills, number 10, Sam Polisky.
Number 2 up top with the ball. Pass to number 10. Number 21 there. Shot's good.
That's Bars. He was able to get the inside position again in the lane. And once a big man like Jack Bars gets inside the lane, it's going to be tough to stop.
Butler passes to Smart. Smart goes up for the layup. No good. Layup no good for the Cougars.
And Coach Olson's going to call a timeout here. A little bit of sloppy play here from the Vikings, and I'm sure Olson's going to get that under wraps. You might be able to hear him from our cameras here. It'll be a 20-second timeout, so it'll just be a short break in play. Right there, Quan Smart, in that last spell of play, got a little frustrated with himself. He missed a layup and then didn't get back on defense. Something Coach Olson probably was not happy about, and looked like he was letting Quan Smart know that.
Smart now with the ball. Pass to Butler. Butler goes for a 3. It's good.
Now that's been Jalen Butler's spot here so far in the third quarter. It's his third 3 from the right corner.
Vernon Hills with the ball. Shot is good.
Yeah, good response there from Jack Bars. Hit a corner 3 of his own on a nice pass.
Smart pass to Monroe for a shot. It's good, and he'll be at the line.
Yeah, Lennox Monroe has been dominant right at that free throw spot. He catches the ball at the free throw line, can choose to fake the shot, pass it, or go to the rim. There he chose to go to the rim and got the foul and the bucket to go.
Checking in with the Cougars, number 32.
A minute 24 left. In the third. Shot's good. Vernon Hills ball. Vikings really getting on defense there. And Butler gets the rebound for the Vikings. Pass to Smart. Smart trying to go up for the shot. Ball gets jumped out there.
Going to be foul on the floor, so it'll just be a baseline out of bounds on that last possession. It's a nice pass from number 10, Sam Poliski. Behind the back pass. Did not convert it, though. And that's something that Smart is going to have to develop in his game, the ability to go with the left. He was on the left side of the basket, chose to go with the right, and wasn't able to finish it. If you go with the left, it becomes a tremendously easier shot. Going with the right there makes it a lot tougher.
Smart with the rebound there. Pass to Graham. Graham for 3, and it's good.
Yeah, he got down on himself earlier. He got taken out of the game after a couple of bad possessions from him individually. Nice to see him hit a 3 of his own right there. And he's going to follow it up with a bad foul there on a jump shooter. Coach Olson's going to let him know. Can't foul the jump shooter.
This is his second foul, the team's 5th foul. At the line, we number 3, Isaacson.
Number 3 shooting 2 at the line. First shot is good. second shot is good.
Quan Smart getting the play from the sideline here. He's going to hold for one shot. This will be the last shot of the quarter, barring a foul. Nice open look there from number 4, Olaf. Wasn't able to get it to go, but still a nice game from Olaf, and now Niles North extends their lead from 18, now up 26, 67-41.
As we begin to enter the fourth quarter, score right now is 67-41 here. Hello everyone and welcome back as we begin the fourth. I'm Ellie Henderson and I'm joined here by
Coach John Clancy. Used to be at Niles North High School and then was at Southern Illinois University, now at Triton College.
Vernon Hills right now with the ball. Foul there called.
Fouls are on number 3, Quan Smart. It is his second foul, team 6 foul. Sounds good, number 23, Jack Myers.
Quan Smart with the ball.
Great pass to the corner for 3. Jalen Butler doing a great job on the offensive glass all night.
Double dribble there called.
Checking in for Vernon Hills, number 21.
How do you think the team's done so far tonight?
This is my second time being able to see them play. I watched them. They had a great win against Joliet West the other day, but they're going to be really good. Jalen Butler's a nice player. Quan Smart's one of the top uncommitted seniors in the state of Illinois. Yogi's getting better and better. Their depth's a little bit of a concern, but they're one of the top 25 teams in the Chicagoland area, and they have a chance to hopefully win another regional final. I know that's Coach Olson's major objective.
Vernon Hills with the ball, number 2. Vikings on their defense. Number 3 with the shot, and it's good.
Got to give Vernon Hills credit. It's hard to play against Niles North's pressure, but Coach McCarty from Vernon Hills does a really good job. These kids continue to play hard despite the score.
And they definitely do have some height on their team as well.
Got some big boys. Number 21's only a sophomore, is going to be a good player down the road. Great extra pass by Yogi.
Number 5, Lance Monroe.
Quan Smart with the ball there, goes up for the shot, and it's good. Quan Smart only needing a few more points to reach 1,000 points.
It's quite a milestone. Last guy to do that was Malachi Nix, who had a great career, who's now on staff with Coach Olson. been awesome to see Aquan's development. When I was at Niles North, he was on the 6th grade feeder team. Now he's one of the best players, not only in the state, but in the Midwest.
Checking in for Vikings number 1, Giovanni Pryor. At the line, shooting 1 and 1 will be number 3.
Do you like coaching college better than high school?
Coaching's coaching. I love the kids here. I loved my time here, the 3 years I was here, and then getting the opportunity to go to Southern Illinois was kind of one of those moments. I didn't know if I was ready for it, but I love it. I love coaching and doing the college thing. That's the full-time responsibility. I've been a blessing. I've been blessed in my journey in the coaching world, and a lot of that has to be attributed to the success I had here at Niles North. Gave me a lot of opportunities at the collegiate level.
Quan Smart there with 3. Vernon Hills with the ball. Smart tries to steal.
Fouls are number 1, Giovanni Pryor is his 2nd foul, team's 8th foul. At the line shooting will be number 2. Shooting 1 and 1, Tony Brown.
Smart there with the ball now. Pass to Olaf. Back to Smart. Pass to Butler.
You'll see Niles North be patient with the lead here against Vernon Hills zone, try to extend them, then look to drive gaps.
Smart tries to go up for the shot. Still Niles North ball.
It'll be Viking ball.
Monroe inbounding. Smart tries to go up for the shot.
It'll be Vernon Hills ball.
Becomes Vernon Hills ball.
Number 2 for Vernon Hills' dad is Alex Davis, who played for the Chicago Bears, was an all-pro defensive end.
Checking in for Vernon Hills number 22, Nick Burrows. Ball's out of bounds, it'll be Viking ball.
Niles North ball here.
Vernon Hills trying to double. Quan Smart, get the ball out of his hands, make somebody else beat him.
Monroe pass to Pryor. Pryor pass back to Smart up top. Taking it slow this quarter with their lead. Ball will become Vernon Hills' ball as it tipped Monroe's finger.
One thing Niles North will have to clean up as they move forward and start playing some better competition in the CSL is their turnovers. Got to value possession of the basketball. They force a lot of turnovers on defense, but they got to do a better job taking care of it.
Obviously, an upcoming game is Evanston game, and seeing both teams, how do you think that's going to play out?
I've actually had a chance to see Evanston live twice, and they're very, very good. They're very similar. Both teams are not the biggest teams, but are very fast, want to play in transition, get up and down, and both have elite guards on both sides. So it should be a fun, up-tempo game, and obviously the Niles North-Evanston rivalry is a great one.
Vernon Hills with the ball.
I never envy officials who have to ref Niles North with their full court pressure. Usually a lot of fouls called, usually a very physical brand of basketball.
If you had to give one piece of advice to any player, what would you give them?
I think the key is in your work. What a lot of kids talk about wanting to be good, but it's about early mornings, it's about the lifting, it's about getting in the gym. If you want to be really good at something, you got to spend the time at it, and that doesn't just mean in a player. If you want to be a really good student, you got to spend time in the classroom, you got to spend time studying. You know, whatever field that you want to go into, your work ethic carries in all facets of your life. So if you want to be what you want to be about, you need to work for it.
Pryor with the ball there. Pass to Monroe, to number 34 up top. Passes it to Graham.
Great pass by Liam. Another great pass by Lennox. Great for some of these bench players to get some opportunity in games because they're going against Aquan Smart and Jalen Butler every day in practice and push guys to be better. You're only as good as your weakest link, so it's good to have some of the guys that don't get as much time get a little game time action in front of a good home crowd.
And we saw that previous game, home game as well. Vernon Hills passes that right back to Niles North.
Ball tipped out. It'll be Viking ball. Checking in for Vernon Hills, number 21, Eric Remus.
Score right now, 76-51. 2 minutes and 33 seconds left. Niles North ball. Liam Graham there trying to shoot a three. Rebounded by Olaf. Graham back with the ball, pass to number 34. Olaf up top, pass to Tuck, to Graham, back to Olaf.
Yogi, great pass. Way to be strong against the trap.
Vernon Hills tries to take a shot. Another shot up there, rebounded by Niles North. That was a push on Vernon Hills.
Fouls on number 11, Josh Moon.
So do we know if Aquan Smart broke the record tonight? Are we close?
I think we are close.
Yeah.
I think it's like 1 point.
Is it really? Okay. Have to wait for the Wheeling Hardwood Classic for Aquan to get to the 1,000. It's a big-time accomplishment out of a big-time player.
Yes. Do you have any predictions for the Wheeling Hardwood Classic?
You know what? I think I've had a chance to see a few of the teams playing there. It's a great field like it always is. I would love to see a Niles Notre Dame championship game. I think that would be pretty big time. My cousin's actually the head coach at Notre Dame, and obviously coaching here and being good friends with Coach Olson, that would be fun. But I think those are the two most talented teams in the tournament, but there's certainly a bunch of other teams that Glenbrook South is playing pretty well and is ranked in the top 25. There's a couple mid-suburban league schools that are pretty good that could get people a test, but that tournament's always a great one. But I would like to see Notre Dame North in the championship.
And definitely having obviously a couple players previously from a few years ago played Notre Dame. It was a very close game too.
Yeah, it's always that crosstown rival. These guys grow up playing against each other in Park District, AAU, Evanston, FAM. So, yeah, there's always a lot of athletes on that floor, and it's always a competitive game.
Fouls on number 21, Eric Remus. It's his fifth foul. Team's sixth foul.
As this game's wrapping up, I just want to commend the Niles North Viking production team. What they do here, being at the college level, what Mr. Henderson does along with his team of students is very big time. I've been fortunate to be at the college level that we have big time resources, but to give kids the opportunity to be on the air, to be behind the scenes and gain that kind of exposure is really awesome. And it was just starting off when I left Niles North, and it's gone to an extreme level that is just very cool to see. So I really appreciate you guys having me on.
Thank you. We appreciate you too. Pryor at the line here. Definitely have seen a lot of Niles North and Vernon Hills people at the line tonight.
No doubt. There's a lot of fouls always in North games. Vernon Hills is fouled as well tonight.
Do you have a favorite moment of coaching that you've had so far, whether it be college or high school?
You know, my favorite high school moment was probably my first year at North when we won the regional final at Loyola. That was Malachi Nix's senior year and B.J. Beckford's senior year. B.J.'s nephew, Lennox, is on the team now, so it's kind of come full circle. And then the best collegiate moment was probably the first game of the year last year when I was at Southern Illinois playing at Kentucky, who was the number 2 ranked team in the country. It's kind of one of those deals as a kid you always dream about coaching in a place like that, and to have that opportunity, I'm forever grateful.
23 seconds left in the game. Score 78-51 will be Viking ball.
Also taking on 0, Kyle Menendez.
Kyle will be inbounding for the Vikings. Pass to number 33.
I expect them just to hold the ball, let that clock run out. It's a great game out of Niles North. Vernon Hills kept battling to the final buzzer. Niles North just had a little too much tonight.
And that wraps up the game with a win for Niles North, 78-51. Thank you so much for joining us, Coach.
Thanks so much for having me.
And we'll see you next time. And here's a end of the game highlight for you. And we do have word that Aquan Smart did hit 1,000 points this game. Thank you for tuning in to NN Viking Media, and we'll see you next game.